Sebastian Wolf is listening to this right now, I apologize again for kneeing you in the face at the end of the match because I totally wrecked him with a V trigger at the end, and I felt so bad afterwards. But other than that, that was probably one of my favorite matches as well.
Did you give him extra Pop Tarts because you felt so bad?
No, I did buy him a few drinks afterwards.
There you
So
go. That should make up for it.
it's funny because like I wrestled him before, and like I missed my V trigger by probably like a good foot, and he gave me shit for it. He's like, "Man, you gotta lay that shit in, brother." And then obviously the next time I work him, I nail him square in the face, and I felt so bad.
Now, as we're recording this is the beginning of 2024, what if we were recording this a year later in 2025, what do you see happening this year for Jacky Lee?
Uh, yeah, last year was probably my busiest year to date. I'm curious if I'm gonna have just as busy of a year in 2024. I honestly don't mind toning it down. I was super burnt out last year with the number of bookings I was getting, so I wouldn't mind taking fewer bookings this time around, but I also have trouble saying no to promoters whenever they ask me to wrestle for them. So we'll see where that goes. But ultimately, I would love to get some more opportunities elsewhere, travel a bit more, wrestle new faces. I've wrestled almost everybody in the Vancouver scene, except for a handful of people. There's a bunch of up and coming wrestlers coming out of the dojo that I would love to wrestle as well. But yeah, just getting more opportunities, keep doing what I'm doing. But yeah, maybe I'll get some bigger opportunities this year, but we'll see.
There you go. So promoters, he does not say no, is what I heard out of that. Now, I have a segment on the show. I call it the 5 count. It's just 5 random questions. Just answer as quick as possible.
Cool.
What would your last meal be?
My last what? Sorry.
What would your last meal be?
Oh, geez. Oh my goodness. My oh, geez, this one's hard. I'm a big fan of salmon Wellingtons. They're like beef Wellingtons, but with salmon in the middle. They're delicious.
I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to go deep Google search on that one. Uh, if you owned a liquor company, brewery, winery, or coffee shop, which one would you own and what would the name be?
Ooh. Uh, Probably a liquor company that makes a bunch of like deliciously sugary drinks. In terms of names, I got nothing. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names.
Oh, it's fine. There's got to be a Pop Tart liquor company somewhere in there.
Oh yes, yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
What are 3 things still on your bucket list?
Ooh. Oh, geez. I'm so lucky. I've done so many things. I would obviously love to um, wrestle for like a big company, like a GCW or something like that. That's on my list. Um, I love traveling, so I can't name one place, but there's so many places I still want to travel. Whether it's France, England, Australia. I think Australia is probably high up on my list of places I want to go. So that'll be one thing. What else? I don't know if this counts, but I would love to get signed by a major company.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely something on your bucket list. So of course,
Yeah, let's do that for my third.
there you go. Who or what inspires you?
Mm, I have to say my colleagues and my coaches at the Lionsgate Dojo, just seeing how well they're doing, and whether it's getting opportunities wrestling everywhere, or my coaches who are literally training the next generation of wrestlers. That's they all inspire me to do my best.
There you go. And what would you tell your 17-year-old self?
Join wrestling sooner. Yeah, I started pretty late, so I would highly I would highly recommend starting earlier is what I would tell my 17-year-old self.
That's awesome. Now, if people wanted to find you online, find out more about you, go see you live, buy your merch, how can they do all the things?
All right, so social media stuff. My Twitter handle is the Jacky Lee. My Instagram handle is Jacky Lee 604. That's spelled JACKYLEE 604. Instagram is probably the best place to find me. I'm mostly on there. Merch. I actually started up like a pro wrestling tee store last year, and funny enough, haven't sold a single shirt, but you can find Reloaded on Pro Wrestling Tees. But if you're ever in Vancouver, I highly recommend checking out any of the promotions around here. There's so many. There's Nation Extreme Wrestling, Boom Pro Wrestling, WrestleCore. There is All Star Wrestling as well. Out on the island, there's 365 Pro Wrestling, Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling. Down in Washington, there's Defy, there's SOS. There's just so many. I've lost count how many I've listed already, but there's lots of wrestling in the area. So if you're ever in the area, come find a show, and I guarantee you'll enjoy yourself.
Well, there you go. Jacky Lee, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see what not only 2024 holds for you, but every year after that. And I definitely will. I need to get up in the that area of the country again. I've only been there once, and there's so many places I haven't checked out. So I will definitely be headed up there, and I'm definitely going to check out not only some great breweries, but some amazing pro wrestling.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much to Jacky Lee for being on the show. What a wonderful story he has, and what he's doing in the wrestling world is absolutely phenomenal. So definitely make sure to follow Jacky's career, because he's on the rise, and you will definitely be hearing more about him. Speaking of things you want to hear more about, make sure to follow us on the social medias. It is Brewsers Pod. That is BREWSCOSPOD on the Instagram, the Threads, and the Twitter. If you want to send us an email, it is brewserspod@gmail.com. Make sure to follow me if you would like on the Twitter or on Untapped. It is Rody John. That is RODIEJON. Rody John is the name. On the Threads and the Instagram, it is official Rody John. And if you want to send me an email, it is rodyjohn@gmail.com. So until next time, make sure to enjoy life, drink local, and cheers.